Hey, welcome back. This is Pamela with Pamela's Tarot Tales and hashtag 31 Days of Tarot 19. We're off and running to day 17 with favorite way to tarot journal. So this is one that is actually really challenging for me because I haven't found it yet. I do believe that there is a favorite way for me to journal. I just haven't discovered it. And that is normal, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. But I think there's a couple reasons why. One is I don't particularly enjoy writing. I never have. I'm good at it. I just really, really struggle with it. And on top of that, it's physically painful for me to write. I won't go into it, but it's been an ongoing battle. And so when my hands hurt that bad, it's just not pleasurable. Plus, my handwriting gets really sloppy. It's like my hands can't keep up with my brain. And anyway, I have tried several different methods, so I'm going to go through those with you guys. I've been kind of playing around with it for the past few years. This is like one of my favorite size journals. It's a really small journal. I don't know what size you'd call it, but it's a little sketchbook. And I put everything in here. If I'm writing about stuff for myself, if I'm writing down readings with people, if I'm writing down passwords or sketches or doing some, just a little bit of stickers or whatever. Or mantras so this is kind of my catch-all journal. It's not just my tarot journal, but I can't seem to be dedicated to one thing. I have tried. I also like to size up from that. And this, I kind of do the same thing though. It's how I do as an artist. I always kept a sketchbook, and this was my sketchbooks had everything in them. It's kind of how I was somewhat organized, and it was how I wrote out my thoughts, and my sketchbooks had a lot of writing in them. And I found that I like to do some word mapping for tarot, so I've been trying to do that. Trying to do more of a bullet style here recently. But so I started to say, well, I need something more dedicated to just tarot journaling. It's like, well, or maybe I don't. Maybe I need something that's just a little more structured. So I was doing a bullet journal for productivity, and I thought, well, I might as well just go ahead and put in my, maybe just keep my tarot card tracker, pulls of the day. And if I happen to do a reading, then I would write it down in here and then put it in my index, and then I can find it again, because the problem with my sketchbooks is that I never did an index. So I could never find what I needed when I needed it. So that's kind of problematic. The bullet journal can kind of help with that. But what I did in 2017, and I've tried. So I thought, well, maybe I need a dedicated journal, and maybe I need something that I don't have to commit to. I can move papers around in order, and I can put it in a binder. So I got note paper, and I got a binder, and it's got like 4 pages, maybe 3 pages filled out. I mean, it's just, it goes back to that part of writing that I enjoy, but I don't enjoy. And so I haven't found it. In 2017, I did more journaling than I have in the past, and I was doing deck interviews, and I would take a picture of them and then put them in an Evernote, and I was doing a digital journal, and that seemed to be better for me, although it in 2018 came around and I just stopped altogether. I just stopped. So I don't know why. I just find it, I don't know, difficult. So I've gone back to Evernote for this year. I I've even tried just keeping track of my cards. Let's see if I can find the sheet in my bullet journal. Hang on. And then just writing and highlighting in there. And I stopped doing that in here because I started doing it on Excel. And that I seem to be doing a little bit better with. I still don't, I don't write notes about it. I don't, write up contemplations, but I just simply keep track. Okay, this and this, and then that does a frequency tracker, and I'll put the deck, and I'll put the 2 cards that I pulled, and I'll put a note if it's reversed or not, or if there's something significant that kind of stands out, I will. But I don't interpret them there. I just keep track of them there. So in Evernote, since I did do much better with Evernote in 2017, I decided that maybe I'll go back to it this year and see if it will help me. The cool thing about Evernote is that I can do from my phone as well as my computer. So I can upload a picture from my phone and it goes straight to my computer. They're linked because it's all online. The other thing I like about Evernote is that I can do voice to text, and that helps tremendously with the writing. The voice to text doesn't transcribe it very well, so I end up having to go back through it, rereading it, rewriting it, which is really annoying. I'm looking for, and if you guys have any resources for this other than just here on YouTube, but I'm looking for a place to record. I think I would do best to record them, but I won't always go back and watch them. So I don't know. I do go back and watch the videos that I record for, say, my big New Year's reading. I do that, a recording, and I privately put that on YouTube so that it's available anywhere that I want to access it. And I do go through and look at it throughout the year and at the end of the year when I'm doing my reflections and looking for the new year coming up. So I don't know. And there's something about having some things written that I think is very helpful, but I haven't found my ideal way of journaling, and I'm open to that, and I'm trying different ways, and sometimes maybe it's not for me to have one method. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm working on it, guys. So I'm excited to see all of yours, and I'm hoping to get some tips and tricks and ideas and go from there, see what works. So see you guys soon.